Oh, we are live. Welcome from sunny Florida.
Can you share space?
I can share space. I'm nice. Hey guys, we're a little early. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. We got like 3 or 4 minutes before we get going, but
That's
it's
not
nice.
Really early. Like 3 minutes. Is that really early?
Well, yeah, because it's like before the time we said we were gonna start. It's early.
Okay.
Tonight's snack brought to you by hot tamales.
We had this conversation earlier. I'm like, do you always have to have a snack? And he's like, yes. It's just our thing.
It is.
So it's your guys' thing. You and Todd. The Switch crew and Todd. Got to have a snack.
So before we get started, are you guys good? Can you hear us all right? We were checking speed tests and things to make sure we didn't have any major stuff. It's cool to see so many of you guys on here, like Rodney and Scott, Elena, and Rod. I mean,
there's Jerry,
Byron from the Tiffin RV show or the RV
Jerry
rally.
Hey guys!
Wow, it's just like a big family reunion going on here.
It's good to see you all.
So good, can hear us loud and clear.
We enjoy. They can probably always hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I know we haven't started yet. We got a couple minutes.
No, not really. It's not really early.
But we haven't started while we're waiting for everyone to show up. It's so good to see you. But we were talking to Matt with Matt's RV in the truck because he called yesterday.
Yes.
And Sheila's like, stop yelling. I'm
amazing.
like, when it's on like the speakers on the truck, I don't know why I feel like I need to speak up and like
and you speaking up is never necessary. Never.
Well,
I'm just telling you. Your voice, you never need to speak up.
As you guys are all pop on, we've got a couple minutes before we get started.
Really? You're still saying that? It's like
the
fourth
it's
time
the new people. It's all the new people.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. That's a Seinfeld episode too. It's the one with the belly that talks.
Obviously.
Everything can go back to a Seinfeld episode. Everything. So.
Well, yeah, because it's a show about nothing.
Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah, yes, and that's kind of like our life. It seems to be like we bring you guys along.
One of our lives.
Can we just say I'm having a good hair day?
No.
Well, we'll discuss my hair because I know everyone always asks, when are you going to cut? What happened to you? We were looking at pictures. I've been adding them. And when we first started this journey, I was all nice and trimmed up and my goatee. And now look at me. I'm just a shaggy mess. It's not bad though.
I think it's
I kind of feel like
for a haircut.
If I do this, it makes me look like. I mean it's a look.
Really? This is what we're going to talk about on our
Well, we haven't started yet.
Oh yeah,
it's 7:30.
Can we start now?
Or the office. I don't know. Can we start now? I guess we can.
Thank you.
Now hello. We are switching up for all the newbies that have joined us, the new Switch crew, which is pretty awesome to see because we hit 19,000 subscribers today.
Yes, that was exciting.
Yes. Uh-oh. We have a police report coming in.
Probably they could hear you. Oh. You disturbed me.
That's not nice. So all the new people that have been following us recently in the last 30 days or something, welcome to the fam.
I will tell you, this is the greatest group of people you could ever be a part of. Our Switch crew.
We have a lot of fun here.
Our people are just amazing people.
Yes.
So the Switch crew. Really?
Well, yeah. The Switch crew are fabulous. Don't let me distract you. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. So
don't let you distract you. You are the distraction.
I can squirrel. So if you're new to our lives, we do them once a month. So let's go over the ground rules. Sheila says, I always like to do ground rules because I think expectations are important. Believe it or not, even though I squirrel around a lot, I do believe they're important. Yes.
What were you going to say with that?
Once a month, we do a live.
Well, what's the ground rule around that?
The ground rule is we try to keep this to about 1 hour.
Yes.
Number 2, I get distracted a lot by all of the comments on the side. And so we have a wonderful person on the backside that helps us out all the time. And you may know her as?
She's Megan, We all love Megan. So everybody say, hey, Megan.
Megan's the one that helps us with just about everything. And that's how we're able to do what we do. So it's a huge blessing to have her in our life helping. So
yes, I miss her.
She takes the comments that we miss over on the side that you're replying to, so I don't squirrel, and she puts them into a wonderful spreadsheet that Sheila gets, so that if we miss like your super chat stickers and all the things that come in, we're able to circle back around and we don't miss them, and we can answer questions. So questions that you might have, she's going to capture them, stick them in the spreadsheet. How am I doing?
Yes, Megan does a great job of keeping us on target.
Well, not us per se, more or less me. Let's be honest.
But yes, Megan and her husband Jeff, they're super helpful. They do a lot for us behind the scenes, and so we really appreciate them.
Yeah. What else? Was that it for the ground rules? Yeah,
I don't know.
1 hour.
You make up.
It was 1 hour, and it was the whole idea of how everything else is handled.
Yes, we don't want to. So tonight we really want to get to a lot of your questions, and we'll check in with your questions,
and then we'll touch base on updates.
Yep. That's kind of how we run.
And for the first time ever, in front of Sheila is no list. We have absolutely no list. We're flying by the seat of our pants, and she does not like this.
I do not like this, but.
So
I'm switching it up.
Yes, and I'm going to guide where this conversation goes then.
They're all going to just hang up now.
No way.
They're all going to disappear.
So where would you like to start? Is there a place in your head that pops up that you'd like to discuss or talk about?
Yes, the first thing I would like to talk about is I see the roaming dad. Thank you for that sticker. We appreciate that. But I bring him up because he is killing it on the bingo.
We're starting with bingo.
Yeah, he and his family, his kiddos, they're going around and playing bingo. Now remember, you don't have to get a bingo to win, but the September 1st, we're going to go back and we'll look through all of you got to hashtag it, switch it up.
So we can check, and we might, if somebody doesn't get a bingo by that first week of September,
we're going to go through and we're going to do a drawing of people that have been participating in however many places you went. But that roaming dad, he's taking his kids out and really going out and seeing the United States. So I just wanted to say, good job. And that's what we did the bingo for. We just want people to get out and see this wonderful country we got.
And we didn't make it easy. Anyone that got the bingo card knows that we did not. And it took a minute. She was like, that might be too easy to get.
It's all over here.
And then we threw in some of the people from the other channels in there to try to find. So even though it looked like it was going to be an easy one, all of a sudden you had to find this creator, and it is no bingos yet. So there's your update. There's a couple close.
So for those of you that are new to our channel, we're doing a bingo card, and our goal is just to encourage people to get out and see the United States and see what's out here. And the winner of the bingo prize will get a huddle experience. So it'd probably be for our Georgia huddle, but if you can't make the Georgia huddle, we can look at one of the huddles for 2023. But that is what the bingo is all about,
which is cool.
Yeah.
So, and if you're new, like you're just now catching up to this and you didn't watch that video from a while back at the beginning of the year, go to the website, GoSwitchItUp.com, and then you can click on the tab, and you have cards and you have our sign and things like that you can find and purchase. If you'd like to jump in, you can still jump in.
I see that he said it's hard to chase down the creators. Yes. That is hard because you don't know. I mean, we're in California.
Don't tell them that.
It's a big secret. Come find us. But yes, creators are hard to find. We know.
And I think that was part of the fun, is because we all watch these same creators as you watch us. And so they're kind of, I don't know. I liked including some of them.
Some of them give us a hard time. They're like, if one more person catches me for a sign picture, but they're just kidding. They
love it. Matt with Matt's RV review, he said this has been fabulous because he's met new people that have not followed him. So big shout out from Matt's RV. So if you actually run into him,
he's a good dude.
Cool. So
Good dude.
Anything else on that? Is that good?
Let's hit some questions.
We have questions?
We do.
Oh, gosh.
That's why we love the crew, because they're going to help us.
They're going to guide us along the way?
They're going to help guide us along, because they know Todd needs the guidance here.
Okay.
Okay, Dennis asks, when will the Florida huddle open up for sign up? The goal is always 6 months before the huddle. So just the huddle for Florida's in February. So just go 6 months back. We want to give, the goal is to give you guys the dates and the locations so you can start kind of like laying out some travel plans, but then we'll open the huddle up 6 months in advance until that gets to be like way too far because it sells out too fast. Then we might adjust that. But right now, 6 months, that's our goal. So whatever 6 months is before February.
Yeah. And we do have a cancellation policy type thing too, that you can, if you end up booking something, we do realize that in our huddle.
Plans change.
Yeah. So plans will change and we have to recoup expenses. So there might be some things associated with it, but we do give you the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Within a window. Once we have to pay out like catering and all the costs like that, then our cancellation policy changes. But yeah, we want to give you, so 6 months prior to February. Can you figure that out?
No, I can't. It's like August, maybe.
I don't know.
It's somewhere in there. Now since we're on huddles, Washington, we still have some short-term availability.
Yeah, we had a cancellation today, so we've got that spot.
So you have the opportunity to still meet us up in Washington, which is going to be a lot of fun. It'll probably be one of our smaller huddles, due to location, due to where it's at, all that fun stuff. Then we head down to Utah, so check out the Utah huddle. And then Georgia is still rocking it. You guys, a lot of people that were there last year have already booked. We're now down to, it's like only a few dozen sites, but she was telling us, because we went to the train museum, she was like, and I asked about the train because we're going to take a train ride up the mountain for leaf peeping and go up and eat, and it's going to be awesome. She goes,
there's only like 30 spots left on the train.
So if you're going to do this thing and you want to take the Georgia huddle and you want to
hop
go
on the train, you need to hop on that ticket.
Yeah, because it's limited to, we only rented out 2 cars or something.
No, we have 200. We can fit 200 people.
Just think how insane that even sounds. That is
200
so
people.
awesome.
We can go on a train ride together.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's the update on that.
Fun thing about our Washington huddle is Reese is going to give away a prize up there.
Okay, so Reese, believe it or not, we have been very, very, very blessed that since you guys have done so amazing responding to everything that we've been posting, they follow a lot of the stuff we're doing on Instagram. So when you comment on anything I post with Reese, it makes a big difference. And that means they decided, they put in their budget to help sponsor some stuff at the Washington huddle.
They are going to give away a goose box for anybody that has a fifth wheel that would be interested in a goose box from Reese.
So we're going to do a drawing or do something.
Yep, we're going to do a drawing.
Yeah, they've just got some amazing things happening. And I just feel very blessed that we've attracted a really quality sponsor. Not to mention Enduro batteries. I made coffee this morning with these Enduro batteries.
Oh yeah, we are boondocking right now.
Yeah, we're sitting here we're at Tom and Don's.
They are part of the Harvest Host Boondockers Welcome. And you guys know we're in California, and the diesel prices the way they are, we're having to offset some of the expenses regarding, in our budget. And Tom and Don have this amazing homestead out here in California, and just
plenty of room. Like, it's crazy. We're outside of Sacramento. So if you're coming through here, you should look them up. Yeah. Because he's got some amenities here. You can still get some electricity. You can get you water.
We are boondocking though, because we have the new Enduro batteries and the solar. It's just been amazing.
Now, what happened was, since we have time and there's no structure to our wonderful thing, we had 100-degree temperatures yesterday and the day before. So we did run the generators from like 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m. to keep the air conditioners on. And then we shut everything off, opened the windows because the temperature went down, turned on fans, and just to not think about the generator and everything. It has been it's moved. Getting lithium-ion batteries, if I would have known in the very beginning, how much of a change it would have added to us, I think we would have moved that right to the top of the list.
But we would not have met Harrison, so it all worked out.
Yeah.
All worked out because Harrison is a great guy.
And if you ever have questions, been trying to answer those on some of that the different videos. Just call them, and I'm sure you might talk to Harrison. He will it is amazing what they have done.
Yeah, it's been, and so
we've been very blessed, and thank you for our sponsors and all the things.
We're able to do some different things now, and because of the batteries, we're able to boondock, which is offsetting the diesel prices out here. Somebody asked, it is $6.99 here in California a gallon. So
yes. Oh, and we had to get the oil changed in Shrek.
Woo, don't do that in California, but we didn't have a choice.
We're at almost 49,000 miles on our truck. And so I went ahead and did the differential fluid too. I almost had to sell a kidney. It was $1,100. Somebody put on here, would I get a haircut if there was enough? And then we had to get a new camera because that's a whole thing. I'll probably post a video on our camera died.
Todd's had some rough days.
Yeah. And I'm like, I might have to sell a kidney being out here. Then you throw in diesel prices. So this hair, I might cut it for like, I don't know. We might throw a number out there. Something. Lots of love. Whoever needs gray hair.
All I know is that things like Boondockers Welcome makes a big difference. So we are very thankful for that. Okay. Let's get to another question. William asks, what black tank treatment product do we use?
I don't know. You put one scoop in with the.
It's called Happy Camper. It's Happy Camper. Really seems like we've tried a couple different ones. That's the one we like.
And we've used it primarily almost most of all of our trip. We start out using some other things, but after we got that, honestly, it has made a difference. We do 2 gallons of warm water, like you put a gallon and then put 1 scoop in, we shake it up and then dump it in the toilet. So we usually 2 of those every time we empty the tank.
Yeah.
So there's your Chad moment. Wait, you know who Chad is, right? I mean, everyone knows Chad's changing lanes. Come on. Speaking of that, there's special guests on our show tonight. Chad. Wouldn't that be hilarious? We know they don't watch, but it would be fun. One day, Chad and Tara are going to be on our show.
I don't know if you guys are like me, but I think one of the funniest things is just how much Todd cracks himself up. It's not that he cracks me up, but he cracks himself up. That's what's the funny part.
Because I find it funny. And if you don't laugh, then that's okay, because I still find it, WWCD, we're still going to get those, Terry. I want to get a what would Chad do? Because every time things break, Sheila's like, I think Chad's done a video. So,
but it's true. He's very helpful.
I know. Did you watch his last video? Let's talk about that for a moment, shall we? We do like a little coffee time about Chad's video. The Sonic thing regarding the propane tanks. He emptied a whole propane tank. Sheila, you didn't watch it. But the dude, I'm sitting there going, propane's like $5 a gallon. He's doing this test and he's just emptying the propane. He's like, I just was like, what are you doing? And then he'd weigh it and then he'd empty and then weigh it. And I'm like, golly, must be nice to just empty propane out into the world. It's a great video though. And it just
was very informative. I was listening to it as you, like we live in 300 square feet.
Yeah,
when you watch the video, I hear it. So now, I listen to it.
But it was a great video. And he sold me. I'm going to buy some of those things to put on our propane. Because as you know, propane and me don't work very well together. Half the time, I don't know if it's full or not full. Happened to me the other day too. And I pulled it off and I was like, it's not empty. I was going to go get more. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Thanks, Chad. Thumbs up, Chad.
So Chad's going to help us out.
One day.
No, yes. He just sold us on some sensors, it sounds like.
Yeah, whoever those people are. I can't remember who sells them, but
I'm sure there's a link on
Chad's page. This isn't the Chad channel.
This says we appreciate Chad channel, though.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Industrial Exit Strategist 2020. Todd, will you shave your head for a run race?
Oh, look at this.
Okay, hold on.
Shave my head?
Shush. This is a bad idea. Industrial Exit Strategist 2020. I can't wait to meet you because I'm going to thank you in person. Not really, because that's a really bad idea. Todd would not look good. And what if it doesn't grow back? Like, he's of that age. Like, what if he shaves his head and it doesn't grow back? Then you're bald.
Listen, I've shaved my ears because the hair grows out and it grows back.
So
These
what, are you going to do a
eyebrows,
comb over from your ears to the top?
that would be the best comb over ever. And then you go swimming. Do you ever see anyone with a comb over and they come out of the water and their hair's like flopped over? And you're like, oh, bro. But if I had a comb over, that would be like the ultimate comb over. I probably could because it grows so fast. It's ridiculous ear hair.
I'm just saying, he's asking if you'd shave your head for a fundraiser. I might have to say, no, that's a bad idea.
I'd probably shave my head just because I need diesel oil changes. It's
a bad idea.
We can come up with something.
Idea. I know it's a bad idea. Can't wait to meet this guy. I'm going to let him know. Mike Herrera wants to know how we're liking California.
I will say, Sheila said that she goes, what is your problem with California?
Yeah, you had a bad attitude towards California.
I am not going to lie, and I am sorry.
You're not going to lie and you're sorry?
I am sorry that I had a bad attitude and I still pops up once in a while because of all the time that you hear of all of the stuff about California.
The media does not play California out to be to good. Like, everything here is more expensive. It is more expensive in California. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have these weird rules. Like, Sheila went and had her hair did.
Yes, I got my
Listen
hair
to this,
did.
ladies. Listen, Sheila, tell them the weird rule they have here.
Okay, so I get my hair dyed, of course, because otherwise it'd be that color. Because I'm old. And
you're not old. You're seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned. Anyway, normally when I get I have very faint eyebrows, right? Very faint eyebrows. And so normally when I get my hair done, they will tint my eyebrows for me. That is illegal in California.
Yes.
I said, what? It's because that hair dye is not FDA approved to be applied to the face. But when you dye my hair, it gets on my face. Like, it just does.
Are we on a soapbox right now?
And so it doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, like, she couldn't dye my eyebrows because it's a $500 fine.
And that's only one tank of diesel. We can't pay that.
So they do have some interesting rules out here. However,
yes,
it is a beautiful state. I mean, we have had a great time in the national parks.
Everyone we've met.
The
Tom
people
here
are great.
Has been awesome.
Yes, like, I don't know. There's a soapbox here for me. My soapbox is I feel like a lot of times the world, the media right now is out to divide our country, politically, or states against states and people against people, races against races, genders against genders. And it's just like, enough. California's a great state.
It's been very pretty. And
the people here are wonderful.
The roads are tough. You're going to see on the Wednesday video, we went to Yosemite, and we're not very far ahead in our videos. It's like a week.
Yeah.
And so on Wednesday, you'll see the video, but we took Fiona and the truck down 49 highway. It is the most challenging that I've had. If we would end up doing that in the very beginning, I think I would have completely melted down. And I did melt down in Yosemite. So you're going to see a meltdown in Yosemite on a hike.
And I'm a terrible person for finding it funny.
I did. I legitimately had a meltdown. And it wasn't a good moment for Todd. And I elected to leave it in. So you're going to see Todd. And
I thought you were going to edit it out.
I almost did, but I was like, it didn't feel like I would be real. Like, legitimately, on the hike on the Mist Trail, I almost like completely lost it. So I left it in. But that being said, the drive was a bit of a challenge, and we made it through a few of the hard areas on the drive. And, I'm warming up to California. I am.
Yes. I mean, I could never live here. It's too expensive to live here.
It is expensive.
But it is great to visit. I'm glad we did, because I don't know. And
a lot of that comes.
There's things I just wanted to see. Like, I wanted to see Yosemite, and it was worth it. And yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah. And a lot of that comes, we saw this great quote. We were in a train museum, which you'll see later in a video, but what is it says, your generosity is fueling our adventure. And that really comes down to everyone that on here that you see like has a little emoji of like a dinosaur or whatever,
crab or a whatever.
They're supporting
Bigfoot.
us on a join feature that's on our YouTube. And we really truly appreciate that because like I said, I mean, with the diesel prices and all that stuff, you're the ones that are keeping us on the road. Your generosity is fueling our adventures, our you know, journey. So
and then another soapbox for me is your generosity is allowing us to keep going and stay on the road. But through that, it's not just about Todd and Sheila. You are making an impact in the lives of other people that we get to talk to that say, I will never get to go there. I'll never be able to climb that mountain. I'll never be able to, because of either their health issues or they're on stage 4 cancer or all of these sorts of things. So you may think that it's just you're helping fuel Todd and Sheila, but you're not. You're fueling us that's making an impact in other people's lives. And for that, we're very thankful.
Yeah, because we're not independently wealthy. And we try not to bring it up, but you just need, no joke. But we just need you to know how important you guys have been for us to be. Yeah. We thought we'd go home after 10 months, and now we're in the 18th month. And yeah, we're still paying out of our savings, but it's a lot less. Yep. And so what you've done and how you've supported has been unbelievable on so many different levels. You have no idea the impact.
But just know that you're impacting the lives of others through us, and we're thankful to be able to be that conduit. So we really appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Just not to get mushy or anything, but I just really think that's important. Like mushy Todd. I know mushy Todd's hard sometimes. I don't like it. I don't go there very often. Huddles, I break down and cry every freaking huddle. Every huddle I've been doing that. And it's been because it gets very humbling. It's a very humbling experience.
This whole journey is very humbling.
Yes.
I mean, we are out here because of the love and support of the crew
and the relationships we built with all of you.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like even in our videos, you start noticing we start dropping your names, like Lee.
Just become part of this because you're part of our family.
Lee, we were talking about while we were walking about him trout fishing because he needs to come in. So it's like you guys are in our head and we're thinking about you while we're out running around, which is pretty neat.
Yep.
So, all right.
Because we're taking you with us. Okay. Steve G asks if we are hitting the redwoods. Yes, that's actually our next. We got 2 stops, and we'll be checking out the redwoods.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Todd, I know they're a big tree.
Todd might actually think the redwoods are in the south of
I honestly don't know where they are, but I do know I've seen the grand sequoia. So now, to me, the redwood I think is taller, but I thought the grand sequoia was bigger. So now I have this dilemma in my head.
It's fatter.
What is?
The sequoia is fatter. The redwood is taller.
Okay. We're going to find out.
Yeah. So we're going to go see those.
So yes, we're saying redwoods.
We are going to go see the redwoods. All right. Another question.
Yes.
Oh, Jim R&J RV Adventures wants to know what happened to your camera.
Okay. The camera, you're going to see a short minute video, was almost a breakdown moment again for Todd.
I think this was I think that was part of the Yosemite huddle because you saw it coming.
Yes. And I was shooting and the cameras, we have a new camera. It stopped working, but we've shot over almost 800 or 900 videos on that camera. And so the button that I was using to start and stop finally stopped. I couldn't move the wheel. I couldn't make adjustments. I couldn't do anything. And we were at a part in Yosemite where I was trying to shoot, and Sheila had the GoPro. So she ended up shooting me, almost breaking down on that point too, because I was very frustrated. So we elected to get another camera because I wanted to make sure that we could finish the video and stuff. And I went back with the Canon M50. I wanted to get the Canon R7 that's coming out. The problem is, it's financial. Like you can't just go upgrade cameras because that's like another, by the time you get the camera body and the lens, you're probably another $2,700. Whereas I could buy the same camera I have for $500, put the lens on it that I already have. And so we could still keep bringing you content.
It was just a better stewardship.
Stewardship on the money. To make sure.
Because it's coming from you guys.
Yes.
Right. So but we do have
We have plans. I want to upgrade the camera in the future. We're just gonna.
He couldn't adjust anything, and then it's like his wife's. It's hot. He's thirsty. His wife's taking him on a hike. The camera's falling apart. Diesel $7 a gallon. He's about had enough. That's coming to you in Yosemite.
Miss Trail was Todd's almost telling Sheila to go take a hike by herself, and I actually kind of did, and she actually had to finish the hike because. I told you it wasn't a very good moment for me, but if you're going to go hike the Mist Trail, I just need you to know what it's like. So yeah, we're going to give that to you too.
Yeah, that's Wednesday's video.
Yeah, congratulations.
But it was beautiful and I loved it.
I know you did.
Okay, let's do some shout outs real quick for some super chats and stickers. We really, you're almost out of snacks.
I am almost.
So Jacqueline, she's donating $10 to help you get your haircut.
We have a haircut fund already going.
Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. I think that we're on to something here.
Oh my goodness.
I think the roaming dad, thank you very much for that super sticker. Polly with Southern Gypsy, appreciate that. Leanne Walker, thank you so much. Scott Smith.
Oh, you'll know Scott. Scott was in one of our videos at Top of the Rock.
Yes, he
drove us around. They were
him and his wife.
Elena was driving around.
Yeah, in the Top of the Rock video. So thank you very much for that. And Sue Dvorak. Thank you guys very much for that. We really appreciate your support. All right, more questions. Here we go.
Thomas, I have answers.
Thomas Banks, where is the Florida Huddle? The Florida Huddle is in Arbondale, Florida, in February. Yes, February. I would say 2023, but you know that that's February because it's already June.
We tried to push it after the Tampa RV show, and that way we all go down to Tampa RV show. A lot of us spend time down there, and so we tried to find a great place for all of us to meet because a lot of us will stay down in that direction. So yes, it'll be down that way. It's going to be great.
John asked, did the new adventure sticker map go live? Then I try to keep it updated. There is I just placed a new adventure sticker out here. So I need to get that one up on the map. We're finding out some of the adventure stickers are empty and people are taking the container. I need to verify one in Estes Park real quick. I have a family member that lives out there, so I'm going to send him to go look for that one. But I'll take them off the website as they empty out, but we need to replace them. So we'll need to replace them, Todd. Andy Vaughn, this is a great question. Andy Vaughn asked if we've gotten any further with the Founders Club. So you got to
explain what the Founders Club is for the new people.
Yes, we are looking at several ways. We're trying to find a different way other than YouTube. YouTube, we are able to have, we have our member and our join feature, which one of the benefits of that is you get different videos. Like you get campground reviews.
I'm doing the campground review coming up, and I'm going to do a video post on how the camera died.
Yeah, so those sorts of videos that maybe not everybody wants to see, those we share with our members that are on YouTube. And we are working on, there's a group of people that have been asking us how they can support our journey in a bigger way. And we're working on something called the Switch Crew Founders Club. So working on it. There's so much behind the scenes stuff that we are constantly having to check out and figure out. And it's just a slow process sometimes because I'm not a techie kind of girl. But I got to figure it all out. So I got some people that I'm reaching out to help me, but there's always something. It's always like we've realized in order for us to stay out on the road, we have to treat this like a business right now, right? Like
trying to figure stuff out.
Our business is now YouTube and shooting content and you like
you guys are the ones leading it because you're the ones like Andy is the one that kind of was like, hey, what do you think of an idea? So he's the one that kind of started this whole process.
Well, yeah, somebody asked us, hey, what about like we win a red t-shirt. Okay, so we're in the middle of a red t-shirt. Somebody said, hey, I'd like a visor. Okay, so we made a visor. Like you guys help guide and direct us.
This is totally like your journey opening things up. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
So in a lot of crazy ways.
So I guess, Andy, the question is, yes, I'm working on it. B, just It's a lot of work. It's a rough go. I'm trying. Okay, Cole and Marie Mueller asked, are you guys planning on being at the Tampa RV Show 2023? Yes. Yes, we will be there. We're also working on a, not a huddle, but a meetup. So we'll do a meetup.
Like we did last year where we met at a
winery.
We're not sure where this is going to be yet this year,
yes,
but it worked out really well and we enjoyed that immensely.
Yeah, we're working on that. So there will be a meetup that week. We'll be at the Tampa RV Show. And then 2 weeks after that, we will have a huddle right there in that area. Lee, why is your suggestion of fishing for me a dangerous river?
Come on, Lee. We are at least thinking about you fishing. There was a lot of like slow areas too. It wasn't in the dangerous river. We wouldn't have you float away because we know that you'd lose your keys.
Might lose your keys or something like that. That'd be terrible. Ken and Carla Wise. Hey guys, how many batteries?
We have two 200 amp hour Enduro batteries. So it's 400 amp hours. And right now, like, because we're newbies in this world, so shutting off everything and just running on a batteries like 8, 9 o'clock at night or whatever, it measures all of our wattages and usages. And I mean, by the time we wake up in the morning, the refrigerator, we have a regular refrigerator and we're running fans and I'm running like our lights, things like that. Our internet's running. We're only down to like, I think the lowest I've ever seen it was like 70%. And by the time the sun comes up, they're charged up completely 100% within an hour or 2 hours. They have been absolutely fabulous. And he tailored the system to what our needs were. We cannot run air conditioners on our system. We don't have the multi-plus that actually converts other things and allows us. So our system is upgraded batteries, some added solar panels, and you can watch our video to see how we did that, but it's working for us.
Yeah, the goal wasn't for us to be able to be out in the boondocks for a whole week and run our air conditioners. Our goal was mainly to be able to run our rig so that we could go home.
Yeah, it'll sit in, like when we take it to like a storage area or somewhere that allow us that we can get on a plane, fly back, knowing that our refrigerator will run and we don't have to think about anything. And that's more of the peace of mind that we were looking for.
Yeah, because let's see, what is today? What is today? It's middle of June.
Sunday.
So the last time we were home was Easter, and I'm getting that itch. I'm like, oh my gosh, it seems like it's been forever since I saw those grandbabies. And so I know that for 2023, things are going to look a little different for us, just because I've got to get home more often. Like,
we have more huddles planned. There's a lot of things coming already that we're starting to focus on for next year. So, and it seems weird because we're 6 months over here and it's just a lot. You guys have done so much and you've opened up so many doors that we're planning ahead. And
we have to plan ahead if we're going to get 200 of you together to hang out, right? Like,
or 300 is kind of where we're heading.
Yeah, we have to have a spot. We got to get far enough in advance. But I think things will look a little different for us next year, that we can get home a little bit more often. Because April wasn't that long ago, but it sure feels like it to me. I need to see those grandbabies. So Steve G asked if Chad uses Happy Camper, and
we know he does.
We know he does. Yes.
I got him on speed dial. WWCD. I got short code in here.
Again, with Todd cracking himself up. Look at him. He just cracked himself up. I just know
we'll probably run into him at the Tampa RV Show again. He's like, bro, just cut your hair, sell your Indian. You're a disgrace.
Andrea asked if we have had any more trouble with the water under the rig. So it had to be the rain. Yeah. For those of you that didn't see that video, we had water fill up in our underbelly, and we thought maybe it was like a tank, a freshwater tank leak or something. You know, we just went through a torrential rainstorm in Texas
for like 4.5 hours. It was bad, and we think it just circled in and then pooled. So as of now, everything's good.
Yeah. That water sure needs to come out to the west. They could use some water out here. It is
so dry out here.
Seeing the lake levels, even like as we go by them, you can just see the ridge, and it is down a long ways out here. They could use some water. Oh, Calico Kitten, I haven't heard from you for a while. Hello there. All right, she asks, in your experience, have you had any or many DOT inspections on the road? We start full-time RV life next week. How does the DOT show much interest?
None.
None. We have not had any.
And we've been told this by multiple people that the DOT does not pull over RVs.
We will weigh ourselves. We've weighed ourselves at, at the cat scales just for our own knowledge, but you don't pull over into that weigh lane because that's for commercial only, and we're not a commercial rig.
Now you will have to check chain laws.
Yeah.
So, and we
in California, we have to have chains, which I think is unsafe, but hey, it's a California law.
Yeah.
They won't dye my eyebrows either. But okay, Cheryl says that they're looking forward to the Washington huddle. What kind of community give back is planned? That's a great question, and I need to check in with Megan on that one. She's been working on that, so I don't know.
We don't have the details yet.
Yeah, I've been off the grid. Kings Canyon, the Sequoias, and Yosemite took me off the grid
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to check back in with Megan because it's also like back home. It's Vacation Bible School week. Which I miss tremendously. I wish I could just fly home and volunteer, but I'll miss that week a lot. But so I haven't been able to check in with Megan, but I will check in with her this week, and I'll have that answer for you. And we'll be posting the Washington Huddle schedule on Facebook soon, and so you'll be able to see that information there. Kimo asks, are we near Modesto?
I don't know where Modesto is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can look it up.
I have to look it up.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I really have no.
I don't know where we are. We're in Fairfield. If that tells you anything, we're in Fairfield.
As of now.
As of today.
Till tomorrow morning.
Till tomorrow morning. Has California put a restriction on generators? Oh, that's a great question.
No,
I don't know.
According to what I've seen, all gasoline engines and everything is 2035. They're going to outlaw all gasoline lawnmowers. Yeah. Generators, all that, I believe, is when that's supposed to keep in effect. So as of now, no, there's no.
I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah, I know that part.
Why?
It's got to be green. Don't even try to figure it out. Okay. You can't dye your eyebrows. How are you going to figure out what's going on with engines?
At least I got a haircut.
Yeah, I know.
David, are we having? Yes. David Wickham, the answer to your question is yes. Do we get to see Todd's meltdown?
Yes.
Your friend Lawrence wants to know.
Yes. Thanks, Lawrence.
That's a good friend there.
Lawrence is with Brazen Brits, and if you are not watching their current series, I was upset today, Lawrence, because it was only 8 minutes. And I was like, why doesn't he make this longer? They gave up their RV life for like 3 weeks. Flew up to Chicago, rented Harley Davidsons, and did Route 66. And that's why you saw us meet them in Vegas and do the crazy things in the hotel. So he is now putting that series together. So every Sunday you get to watch. And these fabulous content. And so a lot of fun. I'm enjoying that. So I looked forward to watching when I saw it post this morning.
Well, starting to watch it, I'm like, oh, poor Natalie. That's what my thought was. Poor Natalie.
A saint.
Yes.
She's a saint. Got 15 minutes.
Oh, boy.
You better speed her up.
Terry asks, so you had a toddler moment. Toddler.
Oh.
That's what we're going to start calling that. That is so true. That's a good one.
That is horrible because that's going to stick.
We got Chad. He's like this rock of knowledge, and then we got Todd having toddler moments.
Shush. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Cheryl is a lifetime Oregoner, curious as to what things you're going to see in Oregon. Yes, we're going to see a lot of the coastline, do some hiking, see some waterfalls. I'm excited to go. I have been to like where they shot Goonies. Todd hasn't seen that, and I think that's a beautiful coastline. He showed me something today that we're adding in. So we're looking forward to seeing the Oregon coast for sure.
Because I don't know anything that's going on in Oregon. I just know it's supposed to be a lot of trees and rainy a lot. That's all I know about Oregon.
Harry asks if we ever plan on visiting Michigan. We were in Michigan last year, but we loved it so much, and we felt like we missed a lot.
The Upper Peninsula is so awesome.
We did the Sleeping Bear Dunes, and we did the Mackinac Island, and then whatever that was above there. So we did that, and we plan on going back.
That's on our list to go back. Like, you start developing go back places. Like, one of them we were talking today at lunch, Thousand Islands up in Upper New York. I want to go back there because we scratched the surface of that. We know it was around. We weren't enough to really go into it. So that's a place we really want to go to. And
in fact, we are planning a huddle in Upper Michigan, I believe.
Oh, you're going to give that away?
It's on the upcoming huddles. Yes. So yes, we do have a huddle in Michigan coming next summer.
If we can stay on the road.
Yes. Mercy are you having a meetup at the Balloon Festival?
Oh, that's a great question.
I'm going to highlight that one.
The problem with the Balloon Fest is we wanted to go longer. And when they posted that we were on for like 2 hours trying to get through, and they gave us the wrong link. It was a disaster. If anyone tried to get tickets for the Balloon Festival, that was just a complete crap.
So we're just there for 3 days. But yeah, for the people that are there at the same time we could possibly do a meetup. I'll put that on my look into.
So we are only there for a brief amount of time, unfortunately. And that my concern is like, in those times, what if it's too windy or whatever? Uh-oh.
What?
Please, connection is unstable. Hopefully you guys can still hear us.
Can they?
I hope so. We're waiting for anyone to say, can you hear us? Okay, yes. Okay.
All right. So we're going to do some more shout outs for super chats and super stickers. So Rob Hinkleman, thank you for that. We are venturing life, seeking adventure 24/7 for Todd's wellness day at the spa. Your friends, they love you. Venturesome couple.
They are everywhere.
Yes, they are.
If you have not seen Venturesome Couple, they're everywhere. I don't even know. You have met more YouTube RVers than I've ever imagined.
Yes, they have.
I don't know how you get to be in the right places at the right times. It is like you're this mythical thing. You got like a time machine or something. It's amazing.
But thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate it. JD Nunnery, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's not from Cassie. It's from JD.
Are they from the crew, the 220 crew?
I think they are part of that. Sagebrush Soul, thank you. And Andrea True Love. She said it's to leave your hair. Oh no, we got this battle going on.
Yes, we got a battle. Did I show them what I was going for? Let me see if I can find it. I have this picture, and I think I've showed it on other lives, and I think I'm really, really close to what I was trying to achieve.
Megan is amazing.
Megan is amazing.
She just said, what about a t-shirt of I'm having a toddler moment?
No, we're not having that t-shirt. You are not buying that t-shirt. Nobody is buying that t-shirt. That is not even funny.
Okay, I think it's hilarious.
Terry, it's not nice you come up with these ideas. Okay, here it is.
What are we doing?
I showed them the picture before.
Oh, yes.
So this was the picture. So this is my man crush. That's what I was trying to do. So everyone knows. And this doesn't work real well. And this is not like whoopee.
I think you have to fix that. Like you have to like blow dry it with a round brush.
I think we'll do a whole video on that.
On you trying to style your hair?
Yeah, like me trying to achieve this look.
Maybe I can dye
We'll do it as a TikTok, or we'll do it as something like a short. Yeah.
Oh, look, there's people voting for the t-shirt. Yes, I would buy one.
We don't read these over here. Whatever.
Okay, that's funny. When looking at future huddles, can you also consider campgrounds that accept older rigs? Yes, like there are one in Washington. There's no rig restriction on the one in Washington. Our one in Utah is the same way. So yeah, we try to find
and even the ones that we can. Some of them you submit a picture, and they just give the approval based on that.
But we do try to switch it up enough, like that our campgrounds. Some of our campgrounds are older, and not they're less expensive than these new luxury RV resorts we've been going to. So like we're doing a fairground for Washington. So we try, but it is difficult to find places that have enough spots.
And you have to deal with the parks that have to, you know, they want to work with us on different things. And now we're having to carry special insurances. There's so much behind the scenes that has taken place to be able to do this for you guys. It's been fun. And I haven't even had to really do it. It's just Megan and Sheila.
He just shows up and has toddler moments.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys, Thomas Banks asked if we're going to the Hershey show?
I don't know. That's
not this year.
This year.
We are, because we have a huddle in September in Utah. It doesn't make sense for us to hop over there. So
we did last year. If you're new, are you new? Has Thomas been around? I can't remember Thomas, and I'm sorry. Usually recognize, but we did it last year. It's actually a really good show. The difference is that they're all crammed together super, super tight. So it's a different feel than the Tampa show. Personally, I think I enjoyed the Tampa show more because it's more spread out. So, and it feels like everyone's at the Tampa show. Like everyone's there. But
I imagine us going back, especially if we can just figure it out when we go back upstate New York and we hit those 1,000 trails, the 1,000 islands, and then we can hit the Hershey show again. So I see us going again.
9 minutes.
Oh dear.
We try to keep it to an hour if you're new to the channel and stuff, just to respect you guys' time. Otherwise, we talk forever. I don't have a problem staying on here forever.
Look at that. Cassie, thank you. Cassie got in. There's a little competition between a husband and wife going on right there. But thank you, Cassie. We appreciate you. I'm always in your corner, girl.
It's like youth camp for adults.
Yes, it is like youth camp for adults. Can you update us on the Tennessee Huddle, RC? That is in April, and I'm really wanting that. I want to work on that to be like almost like a super huddle, like a mega huddle, something like that, where I'm reaching out to our sponsors and things like that, so maybe we can have just like a.
They have a facility there that's really big that used to be almost like a church. They used it for such a thing, but it's like in the center. And it's in a great location and has the possibilities to be this super huddle. So we're trying to wrap our head around, because you dream big and you have to pray everyone will join us. But we rented the whole place.
Wasn't there was this thing? How's it go? You build it, they'll come.
Oh, she's building it. And it's a big one. So
yes, and it's in one of my favorite parts of the country still, after we've went all over the Smoky Mountains and that eastern Tennessee.
Because Talona Ridge is
still beautiful.
Talona Ridge is like one of the best resorts and then Sheila's finding these places, like they're incredible. They really are. So buckle up, because that
fun time
is going to be an impressive event.
But it's all because we just have so much fun. We get to hang out. Like that's what we're doing out here. We're hanging out, building community. That's what it's all about. Okay. We got 7 minutes. Okay.
Chain laws. Don't know. I know chain laws are,
we just look them up by state.
And then if it says something about it and if it's questionable, I just put the chains on, because I already have them hooked. And so I just put them on.
Yeah.
And I think the only time anybody would ever question us if I got pulled over speeding, or if we got in a wreck and you didn't have them on, then there'd be a responsibility issue. So I just err on that side.
But in this, like when we're outside of California, we usually don't use them because that locking mechanism just seems like a safer option.
Well, yeah, the electric brakes.
Yeah. Rob, have we looked at Starlink?
Did, but the thing is we've been very, very, very blessed, and we have internetonthego.net with Michael, and he helps us with our lives. He helps us so our internet, they've been kind of stepped up to be a sponsor for us. And so it's a blessing. Like, I mean, I can't say it enough. We've been able to be with some amazing, incredible people. And if you've met them, they actually have Tire Minder. So, Leroy pops up on occasion with Tire Minder. Well, Michael actually is involved with Tire Minder, and he created Internet on the Go to try to help RVers, because he too is an RVer. So he gets our lifestyle. So that's what we use. We've looked at Starlink because of that possibility, but man, we have such an incredible service and what's going on that I can't right now.
The only time that Starlink would have helped us was Yosemite and probably Yellowstone. But
you have to be, those are off, like legitimately no connection whatsoever.
We had to drive to the top of a hill to be able to check in with people and upload a video.
Oh, look, somebody, Techno Jerry, and I've heard this too, because Harold with One Strange Adventure said this, because he works on the road. He can't use this Starlink for video conference calls, like Zooms, things like that. And even Techno Jerry just said you can't use it for like streaming. It drops off too much. So keep that in mind. I don't know that yet. I just figured we'll wait for a while and let all the kinks wear out, and then we'll see where things shake out. But right now we're very blessed in what we have.
Michael with Internet on the Go has just been very helpful for us.
Yep.
Rodney, our cheesecake pusher, asks when is
pusher. Dude's got some cheesecake.
He's got the connection.
He's like the guy in the trench coat. He's like, come over here.
What flavor do you want? When is the Tennessee Huddle? So just giving you guys a head up, we got Tennessee Huddle, we got Michigan Huddle, we've got Florida Huddle. These are all for 2023, and you can find those dates on our website. So anytime you have a question, just go to gswitchitup.com, check out our website. We're trying to update that as much as possible as we get things like that. So
yeah, and now other creators are doing their own meetups. So you got our meetups and whatever they're calling them, rallies, whatever they call them. But like, give you an example, we just talked to Matt yesterday. He did a rally that was incredible. He had an amazing time. So he's going to do a rally down, giving him a plug too. He's going to, if everyone's going to be down in Florida, they're doing some sort of a rally prior to the RV show. So not only can we go down to Florida and hang out, you probably get to go and do different things and hang out with different creators doing now their own. I don't know if we've started something kind of in this weird way, not knowing, but it's been a blessing to all of us because it builds the RV community.
Yeah, if we've started something by encouraging other creators to do meetups and rallies and huddles of their own, that's just great for the space, because we think community is what is missing in our world today. Everybody needs to be connected to other people. So Steve asked for a link for Internet on the Go. It's on our website as well.
It's just
you go to our website and you hit resources.
In every video in the description, there should be a link. We get there's no reference or anything like that for us. It's just internetonthego.net. And Michael is his name. Just tell him, just so he knows that maybe you were sent that way, but we get no money or anything from them for that. So
Brian asked if you climbed Half Dome. Dude, he wouldn't even make it up a missed trail. So.
Shut up. You're right. I did not even make it up full missed trail. No, I did not climb Half Dome. Bro, did you climb Half Dome? If you did, power to you. But no. I met a guy because I was sitting there while Sheila kept going. I met a guy, left at 8 in the morning. He had been walking legitimately 15 hours to go to Half Dome. He got to Half Dome. He slipped 3 or 4 times trying to go up the cables, almost fell. He came down, let his friends keep going because he says, I'm not going to die over this. So no, I didn't make it to Half Dome. And as a matter of fact, isn't Half Dome, or no, what was the one that was closed? Some of the trails are closed. Glacier Point's closed
for
right
this
now.
Year. Yeah. So, but no, we didn't do Half Dome.
We'll see
just
why.
Leave that at that.
Yeah, you watch Wednesday's
when
video.
You have a meltdown at like half a mile in, you're done.
It wasn't a half a mile in.
Okay, it's 0.8.
No, it was
yes,
not.
That's it. That's
Sheila.
all it was. 0.8.
Oh, I'm so ticked off at you right now. It was not.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
I have a video to prove it.
Well, I have a video to prove otherwise. No.
You only made it 0.8.
Shut up, Sheila.
Okay.
That's the t-shirt we need.
It's only because you're having a toddler moment do you say that. That's what little toddlers tell their parents.
Somebody's saying they're trying to register for the Utah huddle. Do I need to call the campground and get a site separately? This will be my first huddle.
Yes. So once you register for the huddle, you will get an email confirmation with information about calling the campground, because each huddle is different. Mm-hmm. Some of them you book the campground through us. Some of them you book the campground by calling. But the Utah huddle, you do call the campground, and you'll get a link in a confirmation email with how to call them, and you'll also get a link for a Facebook group, because we have private Facebook groups for each of our huddles, so you guys can get to know each other before you show up. So make sure you join that Facebook group.
Know before you go. I just made that up. I don't know where it came from either.
Again, he finds himself funny. Okay. Dave Walker, the Hemiway bikes, they are holding up. They are.
Oh, they are holding up. Yes.
We've scratched the crap out of them.
We beat our Hemiways to pieces.
They have about 500 miles on them right now. So I feel her, I guess. Yeah. You just run out. You just use the throttle. But yes, we do enjoy our bikes tremendously.
Now, are we always going to have Hemiways? I don't know. I mean, we're open to other opportunities to use other, because you don't know. In the future, they change technology so much. Honestly, if you want to know the truth, I love the freaking scooter. Like, I love that 𝗲𝗏 scooter. I would ride that everywhere.
When she needs to work with Megan, she tells Todd to go ride his scooter.
Oh, it is so much fun, that 𝗲𝗏 scooter.
He just goes for a ride.
And I know it goes 40 miles an hour. I don't go 40 miles an hour. It has the capability, but it's got shocks on it, and I can jump and do things and go off. And I really, truly enjoy that thing. Yeah. So if I could get a sponsorship with them, I would love another 𝗲𝗏 scooter. So we both have one, but I'm just feel lucky that we have the one we have. And I think they're like $1,800, but they're fabulous. I really don't have anything bad to say. So
Gen X RV asked if we visited the Jelly Belly. Oopsies. What did I just do? The Jelly Belly factory here in Fairfield. It's on my list to do before we leave. So I want to.
We don't have time. Do we have time?
Sure we do. I think we have time. It's fine.
It's been an hour.
Oh, bummer. It's time for us to say goodbye. Okay. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Let me look and see if there's any
questions that you've missed. MIC.
Oh, we got some.
See you real soon. KEY.
Scott George.
Why? Because we love hanging out with you.
Stop.
MOUSC.
You know what Scott George just did?
Mickey Mouse.
He gave us a super sticker so we could start the toddler moment shirt.
No, Scott. What are you doing?
I think that's funny. And you know who actually controls the merchandise? It's Megan and I. So
you know what'll happen? They'll make the stupid shirt. We'll show up to a huddle, and then she goes, "Hey, I got your new shirt to wear for the huddle," and it'll be that toddler moment shirt.
I think I'll find a picture of you like having a meltdown, like it'll be like this.
I don't know why you guys watch our channel, because a lot of times, sometimes we're not real happy with each other.
But we love each other. We're just an old married couple. Andrea, thank you, girl, for this.
Brazen Brit said they'll buy a shirt. Hey, you don't have to buy a shirt. In your video, Lawrence, you wore a Switch It Up cap like in your promo, like halfway through or half of the thing. So I was like, look at that. Lord Lawrence is representing Switch It Up.
Well, and Michaela with the One Strange Adventure, she's always wearing our gear. So I just love our friends. They're just out there supporting us on their own channels. They don't even know it.
And if you're RJR and J RV Adventure, I posted their video, but I loved that video because it was like, we're going undercover to see if Todd and Sheila are really who they are. And then they get there and I'm doing the Woody outfit. I always felt kind of bad because they were like, what did we sign up for? And then at the end, you guys ended up getting like a lawn flag and all that. So it was a great video. I actually really enjoyed. So.
Okay, anyway. I'm perusing for any last minute questions. Polly asked if we're going down the Pacific Coast Highway. Yes, with the motorcycle, not with Shrek.
Hey, there's Biker Dog. I love your comments, Biker Dog. Yes. The 6-pack I just say, he says, does the six-pack abs come with my hairdo and that wonderful thing? It's one.
No, they're not there yet.
It's one ab right now. It just needs to be divided. Like, I don't know. I should just like spray paint them on one day.
Really? Okay. Okay. Techno Jerry suggests we put the haircut on a poll. Oh, that's a good idea. We'll do like a YouTube poll. Should Todd cut his hair, yes or no? And then we'll do whatever gets the most votes. The crew can decide your hair.
Well, I kind of like, I've never had hair. This is the longest I've ever had my hair in like years.
Maybe the crew can also decide,
probably
should Todd get six-pack abs or not?
You know what? You couldn't handle me with six-pack abs. I would be so dang sexy that you would be like, oh, I can't, you can't have you like being that way, because I'd be wearing no shirt. I'd be like Brad Pitt up in here. You'd be